Welcome, everybody. Let me get the scrolly at the bottom. This is Beard Advice Live. If you guys don't mind, if you're coming in right away or in the future, please hit a thumbs up to help out this stream. If you change your mind later, feel free to give that thumbs down. Just let us know why. My name's Dan C. Bearded. This is the Mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. So happy to be here on my Wednesday home at Beard Advice Live.
Absolutely. Show is called Beard Advice Live. Mayor, what do we do here?
We give beard advice. Guys sending lately we've been taking some questions on the fly, and we'll probably be doing that tonight as well. But typically, you can send in any kind of specific questions along with a front-facing photo and a side photo to beardadvicelive@gmail.com with a kind of a little list. You can write a paragraph, you can write a novel, you can write poems. We've had a lot of adventures through the years.
Yes.
But really just tell us what you're asking about, how we can help you, if it's opinion, whatever it is. And we give you, on the fly, we give you your feedback, but it's Dan, it's me, and it's the chat.
It is. And we really value your guys' feedback. So please keep it in a positive tone, of course. We like to have like positivity sandwiches, where we have something positive, and if we need something constructive, we give that. But we always finish with genuine positive advice and feedback. So if you guys can add in, give those thoughts, give those feelings, that makes this really powerful. That it's not just coming from two people on the show. And in addition, we do have some traditions, and tonight is a tradition of traditions and some new on the show, so you guys kind of get both sides of this. First off, I believe this is our man right here for tonight. Tyler, correct?
Yes.
All right, we got a send in for Tyler. We might be spacing out some of his things over a few weeks, but on this show for traditions, we eat some kind of jerky and we drink some kind of soda pop. Usually not Coke. Actually, we've never drank Coke.
Actually, never once.
Yeah, can't help out the South there on that one. But we do have in something from Mr. Tyler today. And what we have is, I've actually struggled with this word before.
Yeah.
And I know it's a word from like Louisiana. It's a word from like New Orleans country down there. How do you say it?
I would just go confidently and say Borgios. Borgio. I don't know. I really don't know.
I've been through this before.
It's Bourgeois.
And it's a meat market out of Louisiana, and it is a Cajun product. I know it's Cajun. And he said that it reminds him of Held's Jerky. So Held's is near the top of the list of all time for me.
And that statement has held my attention.
Ooh, nice. So we'll be trying this on the show tonight. And then the mayor has blessed us with a tradition. I think it's a Memorial Day tradition.
Seemingly.
Yeah. So what's the tradition?
Wait,
here?
which one are we talking about? The drink?
Oh no. We're talking about the meat.
Woo! Okay, so it's not always Memorial Day. Usually I go up skiing and I call it the Crystal Mountain gas station. I don't actually know what it is, but it's kind of near our place up north, and
They sell this at a gas station?
Yeah.
In this quantity?
in that quantity,
That's
I think it's for
wild.
hunters.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
they grab a bunch. You can put that in your pocket and go out. So it's Dearborn hot. I guess it's called it's called Hunter sausage.
Yep.
There you go. Boom. And we have had this. Maybe it's been a couple. How long has it been, Dan, since we tried this last?
I don't think we've had it since COVID, the correct
agreed.
ones. So that's crazy to say, but 2.5 years maybe?
And when you say the correct ones, what are you talking about?
So Dearborn is a jerky brand that's about, 45 minutes from us?
Not far.
And we enjoy them, and we found versions of these sticks, some kind of sticks that they make, but they just weren't the same. And it's some combination of hot, Hunter's sausage, classic, and we've had different, one word off, not hot, or it wasn't a Hunter's sausage, and they were good, but they just weren't the ones that we had. And the mayor has always hooked us up with these big quantities, and so we know these really well. But it's been a long time, so
the last
we're
time I
excited.
had a case of them, Betsy said my sweat smelled like the beef stick.
Oh yeah,
that it actually made me smell like them. So I mean, I was honored by that. I don't think she was saying it as a nice thing. I don't think that was her intention. But I also don't think I'm gonna attack a case of them like I did in the old days.
Okay, I might. Sarah Held, H-E-L-D, apostrophe S. They're out of Wisconsin. The only downfall, they said they were working on it, but I haven't heard back, is their shipping is atrocious. I wanted to order some, and it was like $30 to ship to me. So we have friends. My buddy Joel lives local to them, and he's sent it out before and hooked us up actually twice. And I've wanted to get more meat from them, but I just can't stomach that shipping cost. So yeah, it is Held's is the other one, and we're excited to try this one out today. We're all prepared. We got backups. We got a plate. It's good. And like we said, we also drink a pop. What kind of night we got tonight?
Well, Tyler was amazing and sent us some Sun Drop because we can't get that here locally. Yep. But because of the jerky that I'm bringing that in, the hot, we went with what mixes best for us, which is the Code Red, the cherry, Mountain Dew,
and the Sun Drop will be consumed. Don't you worry about that. Okay, Mary, read that. You're better at this stuff than I.
Per Google, it's pronounced bourgeois. 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 Oh, bourgeois. It is. Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
That rings my bell.
John, no beard oil from any of these meat companies or from PepsiCo, so yes. And hello to everybody out there. The first hello of the night goes to
Owen, who tried to drink your Sun Drop earlier.
Owen, we don't cross that bridge, my friend. And everybody else that's in here.
I'm getting ready on the bathroom door. I got $1 for, can I buy your pop? I don't want your $1. You probably took it off my dresser anyways, man.
Right. Yeah, Jay needs some Sun Drop pop. That's right, Mr. Wolverine. Sun Drop is so refreshing. But like Code Red has like, when you eat something hot and spicy, it gives like a little bite to it. That's just unmatched, man, unmatched. I have tried the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce flavored jerky. There's one version I can have, and there's one version that has wheat in it, even though Sweet Baby Ray's does not have wheat. But they just messed it up with the jerky. Hey, there he is right there. I'm stopping by Hell's tomorrow to ask them if they did. Yeah, please do. I'm ready to order right now, but I think it was literally like $30 for me to order even like one bag to ship. And it's just heartbreaking for me because the USPS has fixed rate boxes that are $15. So you can have it for half the price, and those are the 2-day priority. So they just got to put in the work to change their system. I get it. Some companies set it and forget it. They can do better.
We wanted to make it a priority. You know, for as much talk as we just had in front of 100 and some people, that's something.
And we will be selling those boys out too once it goes through. All right, Mayor, Todd asked you not to sing.
Oh, okay, Todd.
That will not be obliged.
I just got to do me. That's the thing. Maybe not. Maybe I won't sing again, but you never know.
Mm-hmm. Jay Cruz, we were just talking about you. Just gonna leave it at that. Violet is always well behaved. Yeah, right, Russ. You are a hilarious man.
Her personality comes right through, even on Instagram and stuff.
Dude, Russ, please relay that comment to Sam and see how she responds. Hey, thank you, Mark. Appreciate that, man. They absolutely do. All right, Todd just texts us. Mark to Mark connection here. Thank you, Mark Brown. I appreciate that as well. Thank you guys so much. Okay. How about we get into this. Okay. Celiac is weird. Wheat allergy, you must check your jerky. Yeah, all jerkies. I have a slight teensiest of a worry with this, but not much, just because it says Cajun spices and it's not like labeled. In the US, it's kind of like beard oil fragrances. We don't have to list what the fragrance is in the fragrances. In the US, you also do not have to list a proprietary flavor blend of spices, which every other major country in the world, you do. You have to say what's exactly in there because of guys like me or girls. When you are allergic to something specific, just in the US, we value that proprietary blend on top of things. So good and bad, I get it. You don't want people stealing the secret sauce, but at the same time, it's impossible for me to tell if that's in here, but I should be good. Usually, Cajun is a safe bet for me. So usually, now I have seen it the other way before. So yes, but no response. No worries, Tyler. I will be the test dummy if there has it. It'll just be a very interesting show. Very interesting show. So again, guys, welcome. I think we try one of these. We're gonna go with the Cajun first.
Yeah, we'll jump into that.
Yep, we got Tyler in here. And we had the show updated, you guys, up until the start of the show. So if anybody sent in, you should be in tonight. There was one exception. Somebody only sent a picture and didn't put any write-up. We didn't know if they wanted advice or what they looked for, so I responded. Once you get back to me, if you're watching right now, you will be on the show next week. All right, Mayor. Ooh, it does smell like Helds. All right. Pick your, hopefully not your poison. All right. Here we go, guys.
I got Florida.
Okay. I have Tennessee. All right, let's give it a shot. You go ahead and go first, Mayor.
All right.
And we'll keep it going there. What's your wooden beard comb smell like? Cherry tobacco? Nope. I do not like cherry tobacco, so no. G Squared says, you guys make such a good duo with the big beard and the short beard. Dan, because of this, would you discourage the mayor? Yes. We've actually had that conversation. Mayor can, just like my wife, he can do whatever the heck he wants. But I do believe that there is tons of value in having a shorter beard and a longer beard for so many reasons. People can tune into this show for the first time and feel like maybe not so intimidated by a big beard. They can feel like more relatable to a shorter beard. There's lots and lots of reasons. And if there's one language the mayor and I speak together, it's always value. So, yes.
Visually, it just is more inviting, I think. We kind of came to that point, you know? I'm going to say you're going to enjoy that a lot. It's really got a good smoky flavor to it. I don't get any kind of heat from it, but it's just real meat. I would buy this all day long if I saw it on the shelf around here. Like, you know, the smokiness, the smokehouse.
This is the closest thing I've ever had to Helds. Tyler, you're exactly right. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So good.
Oh my gosh. This is what I love in jerky.
I'm going back in here for this one.
So good. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody in there.
Hey, Chris.
Mayor,
Yeah.
any stories, any quick life updates before we get into the show here?
Well, you guys know that I recently got, for the first time in my life, and in a part due to my experience with this, my return on investment, I got a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
And it is a vibe, as Jay Cruz would say. It is like you literally like say hi to everybody. That you just kind of like I was saying the other night, my wave right now. I like to get this one. That, you know,
casual.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Or if my hand's out the window. But people, like, it happens, I would say 90% of the time that
when you
pass
see a
another
Jeep.
Jeep. And there's a ton of Jeeps in this area.
Now, are there Jeep rules? Like, you have the traditional Jeep. What's a Wrangler?
I do, yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't talk to,
So if it's
talk
like
to the truck. You don't talk to.
Is it like a Compass, like the SUV type? Like, you don't...
Oh, no, that's not a Jeep.
Okay.
I mean, I actually haven't actually read that in the rules yet. But that's not, you know, yeah, it's not. Those trucks, you know, the ones with the bed in the back, they look like a Jeep coming on. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, you know, you weren't, you know, and it's kind of like a half wave. And I should just stick with it because they're there. But
yeah, then you reverse. You're like, this?
I run into them and I catch them, hook them up underneath the grill and take it back.
So Ellie says, have you found the Easter egg in it? Which I have asked you this too.
Yeah, it's a little, every Jeep has a unique, like, Jeep logo on it. And sometimes more than one. I've got one in the bottom corner of my front windshield. That's a little Jeep, and then
We know they have animals too.
yeah, no, I haven't found that. I don't know, like
all
little
right.
things on the door and stuff. I guess.
Yeah. Or like, you know, along the windshield where it has like the like black stuff around the side. A lot of them are worked into that. I've never had a Jeep, but I like watching videos on it.
You gotta go for a ride, man. We gotta do that one of these days.
I know. Summer, I feel like, is going to be the one. You guys work in summer school? No.
I did for 15, 16 years until I got involved in the beard stuff and I started being able to be at home and do more with my family and make more money than I did in summer school.
Yeah.
But I did my time.
Yeah. Nicholas, can you use a pic from IG for Beard Advice live streams future? No, Nicholas. We have a workflow that you would call it. And it's down really, really well. One of the main reasons is at school we can't use Instagram, so can't get them from there. It's just a much more tedious process to get a picture from Instagram, save it to your computer, then try to go through. We use the email. If you guys want to join Beard Advice Live, the comment is pinned. The email is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We are going to stick to that just because it's the easiest way, and it.
Now, if they take a picture of their IG, and they bring it over, like there's nothing like disqualifying if you like your picture.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as having it come from one place in one format is the best way we're going to get it put together for a show each week.
And to stay consistent and have quality. I actually sent that to the mayor as well. Have you gotten a rubber ducky yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Then you just pass it on to the next one, you know? So, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I bet I will.
All right, you got that one?
Beers Vinyl said, I learned from my wife that a woman who drives a Jeep never uses it off-road and drives it purely for fashion, referred to as a pavement princess. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it. It's
Right.
It's a cool look. You know?
And I'm sure some are proud of that tag there, so good. That's a funny sentence there, the Bearded Fisher. I've only been ducked once. Okay. You've only gotten the duck, and they put it on your handle to your door. So, interesting. All right, guys. We will finish this jerky, and then we'll get into the saga of if it's Dearborn or not, or if it's the Dearborn Classic one that we love or not. But let's go ahead and get into the
show.
The show here.
And Tyler, anytime I would watch your Jerky Advice channel because you picked out a winner for us for sure. Real winner.
So good. Very similar to Held's. Real meat. I really, really dig it. Okay, let's get into this bad boy here. We are on episode 86.
86.
That's absurd.
I can't, this is the big one. 86. I've been looking at this one for years to come.
CB says, my daughter, who is 6, I have a 7-year-old son, I think, 7 and 5. Yeah, 7 and 5. Just told me she wants me to grow out my beard like yours. All right. I can see that. Okay. And again, guys, a special welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be an amazing show. We do have a segment for you guys to ask any beard questions. If you have something you want to know from Steve, you want to know from me, or just in general, and the chat can help out with their answers as well, hold those questions, save those questions. We will prompt you, and we will get into those. It's actually become a segment we really have enjoyed and embraced.
Especially now, and I hope you guys feel this way. I'm feeling the vibe that you're more comfortable asking me questions, or maybe I'm putting myself out there more where you have more information about me to ask. I love that. As much as I love learning from Dan, I also love helping.
Absolutely.
Just as much.
How's Jax doing? Good. It's, for him, kind of old news. He's got the cast. It's on his dominant hand. So he needs help doing a few things, but he's kind of figuring out most things like eating and all that type of stuff. And he got his elbow checked yesterday. No broken elbow. It's the long bone in your arm that connects to your wrist.
The radius and the ulna.
Yeah, I don't know which one, the outside one. So the radius bone, he broke the end of his radius bone. So it's not a broken wrist technically, even though it's right where the wrist is. It's the radius bone. Essentially, the bone's like this. Half of it pushed back because of force, which sounds super painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
no joke, man.
I'll show you like this. So let's say that this was his bone because it is a rounded bone at the end. If this was his bone here, half of it got pushed and went like this, and so it looks like that. Pretty wicked. It's subtle, but pretty wicked X-rays.
Anatomy in class, I'd have the kids close their eyes and kind of feel how those two bones. There's two bones, and they cross over when you twist your wrist.
That's wild.
It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, because this doesn't move really. Interesting. It always blew my mind when I learned that my top teeth and top of my mouth doesn't move. I'm like, what? I feel like they should both be going through there. All right, so the Jeep logo, the 7 bars are for all 7 continents it's been on.
That's cool.
Interesting. So True North set up the Bearded Fisher on that one. Beautiful, beautiful.
I wanted a Jeep when I was a kid, I know we're going to get in the show, but then I totally forgot about it. I kind of lost it into the dad mode and all that. And I never really considered it till Betsy's like, get a Jeep.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, get a Jeep.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Justin, I'm going to hit your answer during our question segment. I have it saved, but I will say I have a video on that exact topic. All right. So you've given the force. Yeah, no, I will not. It's not like I'm against it, guys. I don't hate Star Wars. It's just not an interest of mine. I don't watch any shows. Like, just to be honest, I do not watch shows. You can name a show, I have not watched it.
Isn't that crazy?
Have I seen the new Stranger Things? No. Have I seen the new Vikings or the Kingdom? No. Have I seen literally any new show in the last 3 years? No.
When you would say that in the past, it would just hit me. Especially even before it was my Sunday live that put me into that realm. Where and I don't miss it. I think someday I'll catch up or whatever, maybe.
I don't care,
Like I said last night with Jay Crew, I'm like, make the movie. Don't watch it. Let's make it.
For sure. And I watched a reel today where the guy said, I don't want to hang out. If we're not improving, if we're not reaching goals, if we're not talking about ideas and stuff, I don't want to do that. And it actually brought me back to something you said on your show. And you were like, yeah, Dan and I don't get to hang out much. And that struck me. I was like, huh? We hang out all the time. This is literally my definition of hanging out. I don't have any interest in other hanging out. I do not go to the bar. I do not... those things aren't hanging out to me. For me, I don't think I could mentally handle that. It would be time wasted. This is my hanging out. Let's talk content. Let's talk helping people and stuff. So, yeah.
It sounds like I hurt your feelings a little bit, and I didn't mean it that way.
It struck me. I'm like, we don't hang out. What are you talking about? But it's it's a mindset.
And just to speak my truth on that, it was just... There's a wall. You're on camera, so there's gonna be things that you don't get into. So I guess that was more of what I was saying. But no, I know you about as well as any person in the world. For good or for bad. But that's very true. Yep. And even when I'm at home doing content work or whatever, a lot of times alone.
For sure.
You're fortunately you're the one that's 2 minute. 2
thumbs away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never feel alone though working on content.
No.
It's amazing.
It's a rush.
All right, guys, let's help out some beards. Get involved. Hit that thumbs up if you have not. That is just a kind reminder. Shout out to Dave out there. I really, really appreciate it. Actually, the person I shared that with, the video you made was with the mayor, who has a family member that has been going through that vertigo. Yeah. So thank you so much, Dave. It was the mayor that I sent it to.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Yep. All right, this is David B. with an update. I just wanted to thank you for your advice on beard care. I had my beard for 5 years now, and I've had no guidance. After watching your videos, you pointed me in the right... Go ahead and finish it. You pointed me in the right direction. I totally changed my regimen, and now my beard feels great. At night, I use oil and butter now. My beard feels amazing. Last night, I changed back to my old way. Bad idea. My beard looked horrible. I'm going back to the oil and butter again. Thanks.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now... I do not judge people when they say, I don't use products, right? Why are you using that sissy stuff? Why? There's no need for those products. I don't judge them because they genuinely have not experienced them.
Right.
Or if they haven't experienced it the right way, they haven't experienced the quality ones. So I never am like, oh, that guy's toxic and stuff. No, because once they try it, they realize... This is a beautiful example here. David has been commenting on all the videos, so supportive, so amazing, getting involved on the streams. And then he said, I didn't even notice, and he said, I tried my old way and my beard looked horrible. There really is a difference once you figure it out, once it clicks, and that's all the evidence we need right there. So there's a huge way to look at this perspective, and I love and appreciate that, man. I really love and appreciate that.
As you guys are throwing questions out, Dan's starring him. He's amazing at how he keeps it. So we will come back to that. Don't feel like we're ignoring you.
Yep.
We are watching those as we go. Something we haven't even looked at this picture yet, but with David, it struck me is that idea of holding up your routine, your beard routine, which for me is extended into my head hair and then my skin care and things like that. But we skip steps once in a while and we pay the price. I usually every day like to do a little bit of a heated brush in the front. If I don't do it, I'm spending more time and I'm not getting 100% of what I want to be when I walk out the door the next day. So
true.
It's a long game. You gotta play the long game.
I feel it when I'm on an unusual situation. If I'm at home, I don't miss. But if I'm traveling or I'm somewhere else, that's when I can experience it. That's when I really notice it. Even things like not drinking enough water. So yeah, thank you guys. But Super Buzz, Chad, Zesty, we got your guys' questions saved. We will get to those great questions. All right, let's take a look at an update from David B. Boom. David, love it, man. This is another one of the bald and bearded brotherhoods. And he had just a little bit of transparency. We gave some advice on where to trim it. And I believe he actually did the trim before we gave the advice.
Okay.
And then sent in this update. And it's exactly where we would have given the advice. So thoughts on the update?
It just pops in my mind as healthy. The update, it just looks like a healthier, more taken care of beard. Looks softer. I can't touch it, but I would assume so as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Dark Countess, shout out to all the ladies out there that are hanging out on a Wednesday night with us. Pretty awesome. And yeah, guys, if you have comments like Mr. Judd or Mr. OG Fitzroy, keep dropping those. Tyler, by the way, this is gone.
Not forgotten.
Never forgotten.
I'm going to get into the other stuff now.
Not yet.
You're not ready for it? Okay.
We will after
Sit here
this one.
patiently. Oh, I'm singing again. All right. This is Jax. I shaved my beard off into a goatee and instantly regretted it, so I am regrowing it all over again. I started from the chin part about 3 inches long and have been slowly trimming the goatee shorter and shorter to even it out as it grows. Am I doing it right, or is there any advice you could give? Going for length right now. Thanks for all you guys both do for this community. And we've seen this kind of story before.
Many times. That's exactly what I was going to say.
They don't always admit to it.
Right.
You know, they don't always say this is what happened, but it's kind of that hand that you deal yourself and have to kind of find your way out of.
For sure.
And I like that he's not just shaving, like getting rid of the goatee, kind of looking at that balance.
Yeah, he slowly trimmed it back even, and he thinks that it's as close to even as it grows. Any advice, he's going for length, and this is an important thing. Now, Jack's beautiful right up here. I couldn't even imagine any way it could be any better or more detailed, but this is the most important line right here. To give advice, we need to know your guys' goals. We want to know where you're going, where you want to be, and this is an important one here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Thoughts, Mayor?
Great beard.
Oh, yeah.
I
love the head hair, too.
I am processing right now. The head hair, yeah. So he was, okay.
Going for length.
Going for length, then that underbeard's coming in really good. If you can, I guess maybe just in the corners, you might clean up a bit on those lines on the side. But really, no. Like, leave that underbeard. That's going to be so important in the future. Really, 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 great look with the head hair. Fantastic look. Keep going, man.
Yeah.
Like, not much to say. Very natural, very real looking beard that's going to have all the potential at once. So
Yeah.
it can go anywhere.
Cameron, that's funny. I thought the same thing. A young Dave Navarro. I thought the same. Yeah, look, we got a bunch
all
of people.
over the place, yeah.
Jax, have you heard that before, man? The sunglasses were covering my black eye. Okay, all right. I see you there. I agree. It is coming in perfectly. This front-on shot would not change a thing.
Ooh.
I do see where the mayor's talking about on these lines here. The only hesitation I have is that you're going for length.
Mm-hmm.
If you're cool with it, if you're comfortable with it, just keep growing. If you're like, this is bothering me, you can just do a little cleanup, just maybe a 1/4 of an inch down here, and then just round off on the side a little bit. But if you're going for length, the easiest way is to leave it alone. It just depends on your comfort level. I could not, and me and the mayor are pretty dang good at making calls on what used to be or what you did. I would not have been able to tell from this picture that you had a goatee that you've been trimming even. It counted even. You are 100% back to even.
Because even if it's a slightly thinner in the cheeks, that's a normal look. Like most guys will have that.
For sure. And Scott, he sent me a picture of this jerky from Walmart that neither of us had ever seen before. And he was like, have you tried it? I was like, no, let me know what you think. He said, I'm going to eat it live with you guys on Beard Advice Live. And he said, glad you guys enjoyed your jerky. Can't say the same about the one I showed you earlier. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this jerky's fantastic.
And Walmart doesn't have good jerky buyers.
No.
They have terrible jerky buyers.
Yeah.
They're missing out.
Yes, they are.
They have a small section, and it's always real processed or just garbage.
100%. I've rarely ever found anything good there.
Come on,
Rarely
Walmart.
ever.
Come on, man.
And speaking of that, now is the moment.
Okay.
If you guys missed the explanation, we have had this, twice we've had the real. Twice the mayor's hooked us up with this amazing jerky. However, we've gone to the wishing well and tried to duplicate it several times, and we've not found the exact right one. And we think we have the right one tonight.
And it's about the heat. It's about the flavor of the meat.
Texture.
And the casing. Mm-hmm. You know, the casing was the thing that we couldn't get. We kept getting like, these are I think a natural.
My way.
Natural casing. Wait,
over my face. Yep.
Over your face. There we go. Anyways, wrinkly.
Right,
you want it to be wrinkly. So I want you to jump in first. I'm always going ahead of you, and you know, you can. I'll do a little spin.
Okay.
A little talk. But these are, you know, Jerky. Like when this show started back in the day, it was all about just like a hangout. You're right. So that's probably why I hurt your feelings when I said I didn't hang out with you.
Mm-hmm.
But we just kind of, you know, I always would bring Dan over like a pop, a Mountain Dew, something with energy, because I knew he was kind of fitting this in addition to having like little ones under, you know, all of them just scrunched into this little age. And I remember how exhausting it was, so I bring him a little caffeine. And that became a tradition, and then the beef jerky was a tradition. We both like that. And here we are, you know, rocking like a hurricane. So what do you think?
Amazing.
Is it right?
I don't know.
Okay.
The heat is on point. The heat is perfect. The flavor's unbelievable. I just genuinely don't remember if it's that exact one or not.
Yeah,
I think it is.
It is.
Okay, it is. Money. That heat is special on these things.
You're right. I forgot all about.
Like
It's like a red pepper. I think it's.
it's hot where it's gonna light up your mouth. Like my mouth is tingling right now.
Yeah.
But it's not like I need to take a drink of pop. It's not like I'm gonna hurt later if I eat a bunch of these. Like it's a perfect heat level. Yeah, Beef Octane was on the news. He posted about it, Beef and Beard Octane. Super cool to see that. Love me some Beef Octane as well. Love. All
That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, make sure you guys are live, Michael here. All right, so it is.
Oh, without a doubt. The OG.
One of the best ever.
For sure.
Beautiful. All right, Jax, thank you so much.
All right, this is Chris S. I'm going into month 6 for my beard journey, and so far it's going pretty well with all the advice you've given me. My concerns as of now rely on midday or, for better words, at work. I'm a manager at KFC and A&W, and the environment can be brutal. In detail, there's a lot of grease, smoke from the fryer and grill, and constant water usage that sometimes can breeze the air. So halfway through my workday, till the end of my beard tends to feel very dry. I watched various videos on midday routines, but I figured this would be an interesting learn or scenario for both sides of the table.
Love it.
Oh, great question.
Great question, Chris. Great details. I'm going to show the picture just for kind of mental visualization. And then I'm going to come back and give you some advice. And then the mayor can piggyback where he wants to on that one. Okay. Where did you guys get the ones we are eating now? Mary, you want to touch on that? Where we got the jerky?
It's from Dearborn Meats in Michigan. I bought them at a gas station. They're like marketed towards hunters. And I think usually I would buy them in the winter after the fall, but they still had a couple bags this time.
So good. Todd's just coming at the mayor tonight. If you're going to show meat, make sure it's in focus. I agree.
I don't mind it.
I agree.
I deserve that.
Sounds like a song. Chris, love the beard, man. We've seen that before on this show. Chris just won a giveaway recently. Awesome. All right. His environment is brutal. Grease, smoke, water being breezed in the air all over his beard, and his beard starts to feel dry. Chris, listen carefully to this one. And you are saying that halfway through your work day, your beard tends to feel very dry. Halfway through, I'm assuming those conditions continue on the second half, right? I'm assuming you don't have like a bad half and then a good half of work. So I'm assuming the grease, the smoke, the water, all of that continues. Here's my advice. Do the absolute best you can for your beard when you're not at work. Go through the best routines, drink all your water, take the vitamins, be active, do everything that you've learned on this channel. After work, wash your beard every single day. Do a stripping wash once a week, do a gentle wash every other day that you're not stripping the beard, nourish it with some amazing oil and some butter afterwards. I would not do a midday routine in your position. One, if you get grease on your beard, you're not getting it out during work. And if you're adding products to that, all you're doing is trapping that grease in there, trapping the smoke in there. The only way I would touch your beard is if you can thoroughly wash your beard. And I just wouldn't want to do that at work. Like, period, End of story. I'm just not going to do that. So here's my advice. I know it's not what you were expecting, but I do think it's what you need to hear. Do not touch the beard during work. Tough it out, and then after work, address it from there.
Yeah, you got enough to think about, I think. It sounds like there's a lot going on, and obviously there's a lot going on. So I'm with Dan. You trying to pause and do something for that in the middle of the day and have it be effective and valuable. Like putting product in it and just re-exposing it to everything, it's not going to do much. It might just be a waste of product. So I think Dan's right with that. I think it's great that you're thinking of how harsh your work environment is. A lot of times on this show, guys will send in and, I didn't realize that working in the meat locker at below zero would have, an impact. So you're thinking about that, but there is no real fix for that.
Yeah, it's especially something like grease. You lost that battle during work. It is what it is. Is it going to kill your beard? No. Is it going to hurt your beard? No. Just make that money, get through your day, and then look forward to what. That's got to be such a relieving feeling. I don't really have that kind of situation in my life, and I'm not going to fake it like I do. The closest thing I get is probably yard work where I'm just drenched in sweat afterwards, but I don't have grease in my beard. I don't have any of that stuff. So
Brian's got a point. Push water. Make sure you're pushing water all day at work.
Drinking it, of course. Yeah. Yep, of course,
That's about the only thing.
And that's going to help detox from internally and do some good. Tyler, thank you so much, man. It is literally gone. That's one of the best jerkies I've had. One of the best jerkies that I've had there. So good. Nailbanger's obsessed with that jiggle. Wiggle. Wiggle on there. So awesome, guys. Okay. I appreciate that. Mine is one of the most hated beards. Well, I will say it worked out all right for me. If you check out my wife, she is highly attractive. So I think I did okay. If all the other women in the world hate it, I sincerely don't care. When I style my beard, when I get my beard ready, I have never once this is funny. Sam and I just had a conversation about this. Similar topic. I've never once done my beard in hopes that I'm going to be attractive to other people. I literally don't think that. And I think people that have that mindset end up in unhealthy relationships. People that work out to get in shape because they want other people to think they're sexy, they fail. I only care what Sam thinks about me, and number one, what I think about me. It's about my confidence. It's about my wife. Other than that, they can kick rocks. If a girl walks down the street and says, your beard's disgusting, I'll say, all right, cool. I got about 58,000 men that happen to like it. They go, excuse, yeah. That does not bother me. So for me, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think there's plenty of people who think your beard is amazing though. So just saying, dude.
Thank you.
I hate to see there's gonna be little off kilter waves in the ocean of this journey that we go on. But
absolutely,
just ride it out and keep going.
Yep. How much do I care about other women feel about my beard? Hint, not at all. So true. We don't grow our beards for others' approval. We grow it for ourselves. And I hope everybody's like that, right? I sincerely mean that. When Sam is like, my hair's bothering me, should I cut it short? I'm like, will that make you happy? Will that make you confident? If it does, rock it. It doesn't really matter anything else. So that is absolutely huge. Of rocking, no, I can't do it, Votto. I cannot do it, man. I don't ever want that on record. It's just not me. Work scenarios can be brutal. Yep, absolutely. And Daniel would know, blue collar, hard-nosed worker, gets dirty, gets in the thick of things. Just treat it afterwards, man. Yep, just treat it afterwards. If you don't like my beard, you can put it on an egg.
Put an egg in your shoe and beat it.
Okay, I haven't heard that one. Is that a phrase?
Yeah, beat the egg. Yep.
I've heard beat the egg, but not in the shoe. That one's that's a nice one. You guys always have great quotes. You can be the juiciest peach in the world, but there's always going to be someone who just doesn't like peaches. That's true. I like peaches. Big peaches?
I did love them.
All right, good. You guys are the best.
My peaches down in Georgia.
There's Chris again. All right, guys. Girls, this is time for your questions. We do have some saved, you guys. We do have some saved. And then we'll be catching up to the ones as you guys bring them in. So please, if you have something that is directed to one of us specifically, you can say, hey, Mayor, blah, 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 blah. You could say whoever it may be, right? That could be one. And again, appreciate you guys. I'd say his is one of my most loved, actually, a man that keeps his beard well kept. Thank you, Sarah. And I would say that is one of the most important things when it comes to if you actually want to consider what women are thinking. If a woman sees you and thinks, that's a well-kept beard, They also think, I bet he takes care of his armpits. I bet he's clean elsewhere. I bet he brushes his teeth. I bet that he is concerned about other aspects of his life. And that is attractive, I would say, to most humans, right? When I was growing up, we had a term, hot girl hair. Terrible, probably should not use that term, but you'd see a girl drive when we first get our license, be like, oh, I already know she's attractive. She got hot girl hair.
She made nothing.
Now, what coming 20 years later, what is now my rationale on hot girl hair? She cared about her hair. And usually if that's the case, it translates to other aspects of your life. So yeah, that's deep.
Agree.
There might be even something there. So yeah, we could have something. Okay.
Yeah, but you can't frame it. You have, I like how you don't frame it as far as how other people see it.
Yeah.
It's for you. Even so, though, you have to know that there's people out there that die like for your beard.
For sure.
Or to be with your beard or whatever it is.
For sure.
But
yeah.
But that's not what it's about.
Yep, absolutely. All right, let's hit these questions here. And Michael's right. Those statistics come from a very small pool of women. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. In places of the world where their men do not traditionally grow beards, I bet there's like a high attraction to something that's different and exotic. So
women love accessories, and the beard is the number one male face accessory of all time.
True. Undefeated. What do you do with your beard if you tested positive for COVID? Justin, I just tested positive for COVID like 3 or 4 weeks ago. The mayor did a week before me. What do? Get healthy. First and foremost, get healthy. Wash your beard every day. Drink as much water as you can. Afterwards, if you got split ends, you got damage, trim those split ends away, trim the damage away. But number one, the only thing that matters is get healthy. Don't worry about your beard. Your beard will be okay in one way or another. Get healthy. Look up Dancy Bearded COVID or send me a message and I can send you a direct link to that video. I have a super curly beard. How do I make it lay down? Super Buzz, you want to use heat. Here's the equation. Heat plus tension equals direction. Depends on the length of your beard, depends on a couple of factors, but you might use a heated brush, like an Abrolite. Mayor, what's your discount there?
Mayor 15 gets you 15% off and gets us a little, kind of kickback. But I was just going to say, one of the big things with a heated brush, too, that I never really thought of, we were having conversation, is the advantage of this, how loud it is. If you're getting around in the morning.
Huge.
And you can't do a blow dryer, which is your other heat option, just to kind of steal the rest of your piece there. But a blow dryer, especially with Dan's beard, is a huge necessity. I still use it for mine as well because I use it for my head hair too. But that Abrolite heated brush is quiet, and if you are in a situation where you have somebody sleeping or whatever, it's key. It's really nice.
Yes. So heat, that is your answer. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man. We are more than happy to help out. Question. If you drool at night and it gets in your beard, is that bad for it? Just wash in the morning. There's not much you can do about that, but you do need to wash your beard anytime you drool, right? It's just hygiene. It's just good, right? Most people drool at night is not going to smell great, so just something to consider there. Is it bad for it? No, just wash your beard. Wash your beard. Hey, thanks, you. Mike. Thank you, Mike. That's so kind of you, man.
That's super
Thank
nice.
you. All right, is putting beard oil 3 times a day too much? No, you are fine there.
That's about as much as you would. That's the limit.
Yeah.
I would and
Morning, night, midday. So with that, there's only one thing that matters is, are you using too much? You're gonna tell. You're gonna start to get pimples. Your beard's gonna feel heavy. Your beard's gonna feel greasy. You're not gonna style the same. Listen to your beard, listen to your skin, it will tell you.
I think it will feel dirtier, especially in humid conditions.
For sure.
With the oil on there.
For sure. It's probably more important about how much quantity you're using each time rather than how many times you're using it. All right, Dancy, is it a common thing to not have a set routine for the beard? I've been really dialing it in as far as reading my beard. Absolutely, Nicholas. Reading, I think I just said that. Listening to your beard is something that comes with experience and understanding all these different products. You do have to go through a pretty vigorous, I don't even know if that's a word, but I like vigor and rigor, so I'm going vigorous. You go through a vigorous trial and error phase where you figure out, oh, this is what a stripping wash does. Oh, this is a thin oil. This is a thicker oil. My beard just doesn't feel right today. I need some thicker oil. My beard doesn't feel, I need to wash. The ultimate goal is for you not to have a set routine and just listen to your beard. 100%.
Of course, you have to have the product to use. You have to kind of know, I'm going to buy this one as a stripping wash. I'm going to buy,
Yep.
Or maybe you just kind of luck into it too.
Yep. Is chicken grease a good carrier? I have no idea.
I don't think that would be good for your skin, like acne-wise.
But do you know that?
I do not.
Because
my assumption is that grease would clog pores, but I don't know that.
But emu oil is grease. It's rendered down fat.
Fair enough.
So I don't know. I have literally no idea there. We could give gut instincts, but that's not gonna give any real info. So no, I don't know. If you find out, let us know. All right, so then we got Super Buzz again there. Would a thick balm be beneficial barrier? It can be. Yep, mute. It can be, but it also can be a deterrent and not a great thing. For example, if you're using that thick barrier, are you suffocating your beard? Are you not allowing it to breathe and detox naturally? There's give and take to anything. A barrier can be good, but it also can be bad. It would probably depend on the situation. If you're talking about the job situation with Chris, I would not recommend a thick balm, because anytime you add in a solid product, you're attracting things to stick to you. I don't want stuff in his work environment having more options to stick to him. So it's tough. It's tough. Isn't grease a good base for a beard oil? Depends on what it is. Yeah, I only know ostrich and emu. I don't know any other kind of grease out there. Dan, I seen your Instagram advertisement for Alley Cat Accelerator. Can this be a regular beard oil? It can. Can I use it at night in addition to butter? It can. Make sure you check out my video. I go into like 10 minutes of in-depth detail, and one of my recommendations is using it at night, every single night, and then waiting 5 minutes at least before you use your butter. All right, and keep the questions coming, guys. We got a bunch that are lined up after this. Beard feels stringy and straw-like in the heat. How can I combat this? So, drinking more water. You've heard it a million times, but it is literally true. If it's heat that's causing you to feel stringy and straw-like, it's likely dehydration in some way, shape, or form, right? Because we're not talking humidity. Humidity does not make your beard feel straw-like and stringy. It's actually the opposite. My beard never has felt better than when I was in Florida. It just gets bigger, like the mayor was showing there. So if it is doing that, there is some kind of dehydration that I would imagine that's going on. So increase your water intake, and then maybe, Amaret, you got to adjust the products you're using. If you're using too thick of an oil, try a thinner oil. If you're using a thin oil, try a thicker oil. It's going to be hit or miss. There's not like a golden rule with that one. We have a golden rule with humidity. You want to go thinner because you don't want your beard being like weighed down. But if you're talking stringy, you got to kind of play with the results there.
In this situation, I've been trying this a million different products. And what about a leave-in conditioner for something like this situation?
I only recommend leave-in conditioner at night once or twice a month. So no, I don't think that would be one for me. Leave-in conditioner is like a rehab, a boot
patch.
camp. Yeah, it's for me, I like it after I went to the pool or did something that I know was not good for my beard. It's like a boost. It's like a booster shot for your beard.
But you can get too much of it.
Most people that use leave-in conditioner do get too much of it, for sure. But again, that's just my recommendation. Start using the accelerator when I shower at night. Should I use the regular oil and then accelerator? No, just the accelerator. Unless you're just going at that troubled spots, use the accelerator first and then the regular oil. Because if you put a regular oil first, that accelerator does not have a chance to get to the skin. So my advice, if you don't mind it, use it all over your beard. Okay. Mayor, what's your favorite, do you have a favorite carrier oil? Do you have a singular one that you look for and you light up like a Christmas
Whenever
tree?
I see meadow foam seed oil,
Me too.
I want to try that oil because I know my beard really likes it.
Me too.
CBD, kind of the same.
Me too. Yep. If I see meadow foam, I know it's likely going to be a good product. Why? Because they know what they're talking. You don't ever see.
It's a baller.
You don't ever see some scam kit from China that has meadow foam seed oil. Why? Because it's only made in the Pacific Northwest of the United States of America. So that's my same one. Same one there. What temperature do you recommend for heated brush? I recommend 320.
340 for me, and sometimes in the front when I need to get a wrinkle out or whatever, 360.
There you go. Just never, ever go above 365. Never in your wildest dreams go above 420. 420 is scientifically proven. Every hair on this planet will fry. 365, you're really flirting with it. Once you get above that, but below 365, you're good when you do it the right way, you use it in moderation, all that stuff there. So yes, good one. Okay, and I bought one of those, 320. I would say start with 320. If you feel like it's not enough, bump it up to 340. If it's too much, bump it down to 300. Kind of go from there. All right, and thank you, Doug. You're the man, dude. Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. Hi, Mayor. I got a question. Is it a good idea to trim your beard when it's humid out? So, Chris, my advice for trimming a beard is trim your beard from a good beard day. If you feel like your beard looks the way you want it, but there's just a little bit of transparency, a little bit of scraggles, that's when you want to trim it. I did not plan to trim my beard 4 or 5 days ago, but I loved my beard that day and I noticed some transparency, and then I decided to take some off because of that. So, depends. Do you like it like that? How often is it humid? Right? If you live in Florida, yes, trim your beard when it's humid out. But in Michigan, I don't know.
That's interesting. Have you ever done a video about trimming? I think we could say, have a plan or don't touch your beard with a trimmer. Like, trim with a plan, like a spot. For me, it's going to be like the under beard sometimes grows longer, a little bit weird, and I'll even that out. But never go into a trim with no idea what you want to do, because you'll end up making a big mistake.
100%. There you go, Mayor.
Mayor, what length did you start styling your beard with a hot brush or comb? Also, how do you get it to lay down straight and not tuck under your chin? Okay, great questions. As far as started using a heated brush, I would say maybe half as long as this, to give you an idea. When I was starting to get comfortable just even having facial hair, I kind of trimmed back. I look at the picture when I went back to school after that first summer, and I thought I was crazy, and it was like nothing. It was a joke. But a heated brush is basically anytime that you look at the hair itself, not the skin underneath, and you're like, I wish it was straighter. I wish when you're starting to want that style, when you're starting to say, when you can brush it and it'll lay there, but it won't stay there or whatever, that's when you start using that heated brush, and it's going to vary based on the texture of your hair. How do I get to lay straight and not tuck under my chin? One of the big things is remembering not to press too hard as I use a heated brush. Blow dryer has also helped me with that. I have been using that more and more, especially underneath on my beard, because I wasn't getting that as dry as I should have been, and that will make it a little messier. Drying your hair, whether it's your beard or your head hair, right after washing and getting it wet is going to give you a huge advantage in terms of styling and getting what you want out of it. But I don't press hard when I do use that heated brush. I don't just use that downward technique, and I did have it come underneath, and you kind of curl it around with that jaw. I try to keep it light, I keep it straight down, and I also do a lot of straightening left to right, up, and then I just finish with a light down to get that look.
Yeah, and Mayor also has a video on heat and layers. That is one great way to prevent that one. So good question. And my advice for when you start styling your beard with heat, which is a common question, would be when you start to notice that you need some help. You're like, my beard isn't doing what I want it to. Because when you have stubble, it's not doing it. It's not going anywhere, right? It is what it is. But once you can start pinching it, and once you're like, I need some help here, that's when you start dropping that heat. Waiting for your accelerator beard growth oil to hit the door. I have a patch on my beard I'm trying to fill in. Hopefully it works. Can I use it twice a day? Absolutely, you can use it twice a day. We've had unbelievable feedback already, which is crazy. It's only been a month, but already it's been wild. And Bearded Wolverine says, when is a beard a beard? So he's been asking that. I have it down as a video. I've talked about it several times that I am going to make a video. The timing just has to be right. And kind of funny, and this is not me implying anything about them, truly not, but Live Bearded Now came out with a video today titled When is a Beard a Beard? Coincidentally, they also came out with a series that coincidentally is other stuff.
Yeah. They
keep coming out with stuff, but I do not in any way believe that they're trying to copy our ideas. I don't think they watch this. It's nothing like that. Just really interesting ones. And no, onion oil is not my favorite. That's not ones that I can do. All right, Dancy Bearded with that onion oil video. Thoughts? What do you mean there, True North? Thoughts, it's not for me. And I don't know, share all my thoughts in the video, I guess. All right. Every time I use my heated brush, it does straighten my beard hairs, but creates a ton of flyaways. Is this common? Maybe just don't have the right brush. It should not be creating flyaways. It's likely a technique thing, right? So let me give you an example. When I do my sides here, if I don't do it properly and they don't lay down right, they'll start to flare out and kind of wisp away and up. And I really had to dial in my technique to not get those to fly away. So Adam, this is not the sexiest answer, but it's going to come down to trial and error. Try different techniques, like directions, try different heat settings, maybe even switch up your oil.
Let the oil sit a little longer,
Yep.
use a little mist.
Yep, so you got to try things, but I promise you'll be able to get it. That's one of the biggest things that people, sometimes they don't get to that finish line. They don't give it enough tries before they quit and say it doesn't work. 59, no full beard since puberty. It runs in the family. I've taken
Androgel.
Okay.
The testosterone.
Okay. Since 2015, I've seen some growth, but not full. I'm applying castor. Hey, good luck, man. It sounds like you are dialed into giving it the best shot you can. So that is awesome. All right. No, Digger, I'm still a teacher, man. If you saw my video today, I don't know how you would describe a Carrier Oils video anything other than teaching. So, yeah, there's Michael. I'm still going to be teaching here. Where in the routine would you use a beard softener? Beard softener is a conditioner. It's just a marketing term, a different name. I actually have a video coming soon that's addressing a similar topic to that. I love jojoba and argan as well. I almost said argan. It's used by everybody for a reason. Same with jojoba. It doesn't have a shelf life. It doesn't have a scent. It is amazing. So yes, those are two classic ones. What's the normal rotation for beard washes? Greg, I wash my beard, generally speaking, every other day. This weekend, I had to wash it 3 or 4 days in a row because I got dirty, hot, sweaty. A normal rotation will depend on your lifestyle. Mayor, I think you're pretty much every day.
Yeah, especially now I'm trying out a bunch of products, all that stuff. I'm shooting for 2 weeks, getting it all through. Like
that's wild.
Which is basically just getting a day and a half of each one and kind of feeling it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pretty much wash every day. I love the feel of a no wash day, just a rinse day, like that next, but with it so close to my face and stuff, I prefer to wash most days.
Yeah. What other things oil companies are there than Octane? Do you know what he's asking?
Maybe just other big beard oil companies that we're
into.
What
other things? So Chris is real involved, so I know he knows beard companies. Maybe he's asking like beard and beef octane. I don't know. Chris, if you can clear. Oh, here we go. Okay, this way. Okay, I was like, that wasn't. What other companies have thin viscosity other than beard octane? Husky Beard, the Bearded Mac, Live Bearded. There's a couple others. If you want to send me a message, Dr. Nick's is one of my favorites for thin viscosity that's out there. But those are some of the key ones that I go to over and over again for thin ones. All right, let's see what else. And keep these coming, guys. This is fantastic. We still do have, I think, like 3 more slides for advice on some pictures, and we will get to those. But we love these questions. They really, really do. Any experience with the Wild Willie's heated brush? Not specifically Wild Willie's, but I've used the same exact identical brush from Vicacon. Essentially a spoiler, Wild Willie's just buys their heated brush off Alibaba, which is like Amazon on the other side of the world, and they put their logo on it. Now, my experience with that brush, really good. The Vicacon Axe 2.0 is actually the same exact brush. It's not the longest lasting, most well-built thing in the world, but it's like $25 and it will get the job done. So yeah, solid for what it is. What do you consider transparency in the beard? I was going to kick it to you, but
No, go ahead.
Transparency is when your beard starts to become thinner than the rest of your beard. So for example, with a beard my size here, the transparency starts at the bottom, right? Here is real thick because the neck, the under portion of my beard is backing it up. As you grow longer, your chin generally grows faster than your underbeard. So what happens is this curtain starts to get longer without a backing, and it starts to show through. Now, one way you can tell if you have transparency is a method the mayor invented. Mayor, how could Joey tell if he has transparency?
I call it the squint test. I used to use it for my Christmas tree to see where the spots were. But basically, you squint and you squint your eyes a bit so that you just kind of see a blurry image of your beard, and you'll see where the thickness ends and the transparency begins. And you can kind of set that as a trim line.
Yeah. Nail banger, send in, man. My beard's crazy thick, thinking it'll be a great addition to the gang.
I think so too.
Send it in. I mean, I've had beards. We've had it on this show recently where I said, no, do not use a heated brush on your beard. It's too thick.
Right.
It's too dense. It's too curly. It's not going to help you. It's impossible to give advice unless we see it. So send it. Send it. Dancy, with shelf life of emu and ostrich, do you see companies possibly changing to other carriers? And further your thoughts? No. They are picking emu and ostrich for a very specific reason, and there's nothing else that can give you that other than CBD. And CBD is a whole heck of a lot more difficult of a process, and also, and both have their trade-offs. Right? There's people that are vegan friendly that won't come near those products. There's also people that do not like CBD and the plant that it comes from, and they're gonna not go anywhere near those products. So no, Nicholas, if they are picking ostrich and emu, it's for a super specific
I
reason.
can take Mikey's question.
All right, got it.
All right, I feel slow down in my growth, so I've been supplementing with Beard Octane's beard vitamin gummies for about a month now. What's the average notable changes that most people know within grow time? With grow time, well, not exactly sure. I will say that I noticed within a week of starting to take a biotin or like a beard gummy, the general one, that my beard I'm trimming more, that it's growing faster. So it doesn't take long to kick in. And that's the thing that you really notice is more so just the speed of growth and the amount of trimming. If you're short beard or going for a long beard, you should probably notice the lengthening of the beard.
Yeah, so you are going to likely notice it in your fingernails and toenails before you do your beard. What biotin does, what any kind of hair and nail supplement does, is it boosts your keratin production. Keratin is all of your nails, all of your hair, and your body does not get to discriminate. There's people that are like, everything's growing other than my beard. It doesn't quite work like that, unfortunately. Your body's not gonna say, not right there, but we're gonna go over here. If your keratin production is boosted anywhere, it's boosted everywhere. Now, this is key, only for the hairs that you have, right? So you'll be like, my head hair is not doing anything, I'm still bald. Well, that's because you don't have hairs anymore because of male pattern baldness and sensitivity to DHT and all that stuff. But you're gonna notice in your nails. If you start to see the whites of your nails growing faster, more frequently, you gotta start clipping your nails, it's working. A beard is just harder to tell.
And the longer it is, the harder it is, probably.
To tell?
Yeah,
yeah,
for
sure.
my beard, I'm trimming more, so I notice it.
For sure. All right, and I believe Mikey has a shorter beard, so that would be correct. I'm going for a short beard with shaved cheeks, and interesting, and wanting the beard about the mare's length. I didn't previously apply oils or take care of my beard. Should I start over or let it grow? Eric, if you have damage, if you have noticeable damage to the hairs, yes. The only way that you're gonna recoup those hairs would be to shave and start over. Now, what do I mean by damage? Split ends, breakage, right? If the hair is like splitting apart or has like a loop in the middle, you cannot repair that. That's done, you gotta get rid of it. However, if there's no noticeable damage, you don't have split ends, you don't have any breakage, I would say try to start from there. A hair is very resilient and can bounce back and be really well nourished. It's like a plant, right? You ever see a plant in nature that's dead? You give it some water, give it some sun, and it just miraculously comes to life again. Your hair can do the same thing. So it all comes down to the actual damage that you have. Look at that, that's crazy. I've been using the accelerator for 3 weeks and already seeing new growth. Highly recommend.
Wow.
That's
That's
cool,
great.
man. It's so cool to hear that. I absolutely love that. All right, you guys are killing it tonight. Yeah, did anybody rub the onion on their beard? I had a few comments. On that one. If you guys missed the video today, do me a favor after the show and check it out. Unanimously my lowest view series, but unanimously my favorite series, so it's always going to continue. But I would love it if you guys just gave it a shot. Maybe you'll learn something. Dan, should you damp your beard when applying beard balm? Yes, unless it is, if you just went through your process. So here's a good situation, Daniel. You're gonna have a damp beard, you're gonna apply your beard oil, wait 5 minutes, and then apply your beard balm. You don't have to dampen in between that process. But let's say you're going through the workday, it's 6 hours later, and you wanna get a little help on styling. Yes, definitely apply it to that beard. When you're waiting the 5 minutes after using the oil, you're gonna have the slick hairs, they're gonna let it slide through. But imagine applying balm to a dry beard. Like, oh.
It would feel weird.
Hurts
Too
my
much
soul.
wax, yeah.
Yeah, hurts my soul. Yeah, absolutely. And I think they're talking about onion oil. Great benefits, but the scent would be rough. Yeah, I can't imagine an onion oil working in an American beard company. I just can't use it. Can I use metal foam seed oil on my beard? Absolutely. I don't recommend it as a singular oil, but yeah, 100% you can use it. I had a 13.5-inch beard, never trimmed at all. Took the plunge, took off 4 inches, and it looks great. Thanks for your advice. So cool.
Good.
Mark, I remember you asking about that, I think last week. Yeah, absolutely last week. Yeah, Chris, it's relatively cheap for now, but also the supply of it is very limited. It's only made in Oregon and Washington right now. As more people get it, it's gonna be good. And here's the reason why it's cheap. How does it grow? It's a like flood weed. Essentially, when you have floodplains, it just grows. And then Oregon State University was like, we should like test this weed and see what it does. Yeah, and they did. I have not tried Zeus beards. They reached out to me and they had some like ridiculous pamphlet on like what I needed to say and do, and I was not interested. I was not interested.
Open with Dan Seabeard.
Yeah. What's a good hair dryer? Babyliss or Babyliss is probably the top brand that you can get, other than Dyson. But I don't think you want to spend $400 on a Dyson blow dryer. If you do, I'm jealous. I can't stomach that. But Babyliss is probably the best brand.
Is that Dyson pretty quiet?
Yes, it's dang near silent.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my sister, who's a lawyer, has one, and I used it, and I didn't ever want to use it again because when you try something better, it's like, yeah. So I would say in the reasonable range of an upgrade would be Babyliss. I bought mine and love it. Thoughts on following beard oil with beard butter? Why use both rather than one or the other? They have different purposes. So beard oil is primarily for the skin underneath the beard, and then it's also for the hairs. Beard butter is strictly for the hairs. It's not for the skin at all, and it brings a different kind of nourishment. If we really want to get into the weeds, the difference is it has these long chain fatty acids that oils do not. And that nourishment, it just literally hits different. It's going to stay longer. It's going to nourish longer. If you don't believe me, I would tell you to do a test.
But your hair just takes it in differently.
It does. It literally does. Do a night where you just use beard oil, and then do a night where you use beard butter. And then in the morning, see how your hand runs through your beard in the shower. See how the comb goes through your beard. If you're doing it right, almost unanimously, it's going to feel better with the beard butter. I haven't really had many exceptions to that. Got this one there?
Is the chubby cheeks phase common for most guys to go through as part of the awkward phase? Right around 2 to 3 months. Absolutely. I think you get a roundness as you're starting your beard. You get a roundness to your face when everything's kind of the same length. Before you can do kind of what I do with my beard and where the chin is, the hairs are a little bit longer and it kind of is like a wedge shape out. Yes. Chubby cheeks phase, whatever you're going to call it, the round phase, that not really, it's kind of like an awkward phase for sure, is not normal for everybody. We go through that.
Fully. Yep. 100%. Saw your video on Duke Cannon. Been wondering what hydrated silica does to the beard. NC Wolf, I have a video dedicated to hydrated silica. Just look up Dancy Bearded Hydrated Silica. It'll give you literally every detail you could ever imagine about it, from how it's used in toothpaste to what it does, the chemical composition of it. Yeah. So I pop in. Hey, man, appreciate that. Thank you, Blake. Welcome. Okay. I've had a hard issue with patchiness, kind of accepted that, just stay with a goatee instead. Nothing wrong with that, man. Rock what you got. Embrace those genetics, right? There's things we can do, but nothing wrong with that whatsoever. All right, guys. Follow up on the accelerator. Is it scented? If it's a scent, is it the active ingredients? So it is. There's 4 ingredients in it. 2 of them are fragrances. They're essential oils. It's lavender and peppermint essential oil. They were not picked because of their smells. They were picked because of their active ingredient qualities. But I happen to love both of those smells. So it's just very fresh, just very refreshing. So yeah, there is a scent, but it's not made for the scent, if that makes sense. Know what I mean? All right.
I sent it.
Thank you, guys. Amazing questions tonight. Let's keep the advice rolling here.
This is Adam N. I recently discovered your channel and have learned so much this past month. I've been growing my beard out since January. I attached a photo from January and one from today. And so it's been a pretty great journey. That said, my beard hairs tend to be quite wiry and a bit difficult to manage flyaways, even with the balms and butters that I've tried. Just wondering if you have any advice or feedback for guys with similar beard hair types. Is this something that perhaps gets better with length? Thanks for all of the continued beard wisdom.
Okay, all right. Let's take a look at the picture, then we'll pop back and check out Adam here. All right, just don't beat me up, Adam.
No
Golly,
way,
man. I want to see you fight the mountain from Game of Thrones. That'll be a good battle. All right, dude. All right, we got the beard here. Fantastic beard. Now let's go back with this in mind for what we have. My beard hairs tend to be wiry and difficult to manage. All right, so the wiry feel, that's all figuring that out. Finding the right water. I have a feeling you understand water and nutrition,
health,
and yeah, you don't need any advice from us on that. If it's not that, then it's about finding the right products and process for you, right? You got to find an oil that agrees with your skin. You got to find a butter that's going to nourish the hair. And it may come down, unfortunately, to just kind of trial and error because DNA is a factor in that. Flyaways, balms, butters, I've had.
I mean, you could think about heat if you're not using it for flyaways sometimes, but that's a lot of times it's like hitting like the heat of the aberlite like in different directions. Then I can get the flyaway gets whatever it needs to play ball with everybody else. I will, you'll accidentally catch it by going backwards or up or before you finish with it down. So that might be something to consider. But like you said, balm usually would do it. Don't chase.
No,
don't go chasing flyaways.
I'm vetoing all that.
Okay.
You don't have flyaways, dude.
I don't.
What you need to change is your perspective on what you think a flyaway is. Now, this is a almost perfect example. A beard will literally teach you this, right? You obviously care about your physique. You care about your style. I see the tattoo on the bicep. I see the gauged earrings. I see the nice head hair.
You gotta look.
You understand style, and a beard is not something that you can like paint a perfect picture of and you are looking too closely. Adam, back up from the mirror. Get that arm's length, stop analyzing it. This picture right here, you sent it in. So if you picked out the perfect picture, that's your fault. This is an immaculate beard. There are no flyaways there. I think it literally takes a shift in understanding of what flyaways are or what like unkept is.
Sure.
And it's such a mindset. Your beard's immaculate, dude. There are no flyaways there. I love that you asked about like the feel of it but man, keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to change anything as far as flyaways other than that mindset.
I think whether it's my length or your length, Dan, one of the greatest things about a beard is that it's in a way it's masculine because it's never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
In a way it's
truly
masculine because you got your little divots, your little things.
Yep.
That's the human factor. That's
100%.
It's not going to be like a perfect shirt or something that's been manufactured.
Or head hair. I mean, when you get ready in the morning and you're looking at your hair can be perfect. Like literally, like there's not, you can get your hair where there's not a single strand out of place.
Sure.
I was like that too. And I had transferred that same mindset to my beard when I started early on. And I literally had to learn, it doesn't work that way with a beard.
Right.
It cannot be perfect like that. So 100% you got to shift that mindset because it will teach you that, right? It is manly. It is human, I guess would be the best term for it. So yeah, man, let the beard teach you there. You're doing great. Does it get better with time? As the mayor kind of articulated, not necessarily, right? As you get bigger, there's just different ways and different challenges. So yeah, great sending, great question. I hope that helps you out. Keep trial and error, keep trying different things. We could go down a huge list, like the mayor said, with beard year length. I would highly recommend a heated brush. We could talk about going maybe thicker oils or maybe talk about using a boar's bristle brush and all these things. Your beard looks great, man. Sincerely, it looks great. If we saw an area, we would let you know. We would tell you somewhere where it was off, where it's at here. And Adam's in here right now. Awesome, Adam. And Adam had a question earlier in the stream too, so perfect.
Killing it.
Yeah, absolutely, perfect. First time joining your live stream. Love the vibe here. Hey, man, thank you. Whiskey and Hardtack. Whoo, talk about metal foam seed oil. That's actually the first company I ever learned about it from. Yep. So awesome, man. Welcome the Hansiak. I like that. Nice, man. Very cool. Thank you, Adam, for sending in. Thank you for being here as well. Again, don't take my lunch money.
All right, this is Grant. My beard is mostly gray as I've given up dyeing it. Any style advice? I normally do shave my head.
Awesome, awesome. Devin, you're not alone, dude. We all fall into that, truly. But the beard teaches you. It really, really does. Really does. Savage beard, no cap.
No cap.
No cap.
That's
All right.
cap.
That's kid talk, by the way, guys. Awesome, Grant. Love the shirt, by the way. Do you know Rick and Morty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. The kids love it.
Yeah, no,
They
it's
love
extremely cleverly written. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those you could watch 3 times and
Catch
get,
something
like,
different.
yeah.
I agree there. All right. My beard is mostly gray, and I normally do shave my head. So he's saying, Mayor, don't make a comment about my head hair. And so
of course.
he's asking for any advice. All right, Grant, I'll start you off here, and then let the mayor go in. I love the beard, love the color. The mustache is the star of the show for me. Looks fantastic. I would just do a little cleanup around the edges, a little transparency one. I want to clean up where it's meeting your ear right here, first and foremost. Very simple trim for you or a barber, Grant. You're going to take this line right down here, and then on the front and outsides of the beard, maybe an inch. I would go probably about an inch off, almost all the way around, just to kind of, once again, do the squint test that the mayor suggests, and that's just going to kind of really highlight the thickness of your beard, the best, most dense parts of your beard. But if anything, even if you want to start small, I would get these hairs off of the ear. And you can do this one with a scissor trim, actually. That's a pretty simple little snip, snip, snip right there.
Yeah, I would do everything Dan said, and then I don't know if you are, but maybe consider using a blow dryer and kind of getting a little more volume to your beard with blowing, hitting it from underneath and just brushing it out. I think Brian Carter's a great example of like that full beard look that kills.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely, man. And everybody loves the color. Love the color. Dan S on here as well. Super cool. It is a thick, thick mustache.
Yeah,
Nick.
no, don't touch that.
Yeah, that mustache, for me, is a star. An absolute star. Yeah, thicker than a Snicker right there.
Mustache is verified on Instagram.
And that's tough to do.
I know.
It really is.
All right, this is Dan S. I've been growing my beard for maybe a year, maybe a little longer. I don't know. If the long beard is for me, maybe it's the shape of it, maybe it's my face shape. Any suggestions or advice? Thank you, and thank you to the bearded community.
Dan?
This is a big question. This is a big one.
Dan, we've been getting along tonight, and you're trying to put a wedge between the mayor and myself. You're trying to start a gang war. He says,
He's like,
I don't know if the long beard is for me.
I see that short beard boat over there. It looks like they're having a good time.
Now,
Do I want to go over there?
before we look at it, the grass is not always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. Remember that, Dan. Remember that, Dan S. We've had some deep, long conversations.
You could almost apply that to anything.
You really could.
Yeah.
Right, especially if it's like even a short beard wanting to go longer. For some people, it's just not meant to be, right? You got to take it as an individual. But I do love that quote. It's actually by Big Sean. The grass is not always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. So, all right. He says, no wars, especially star.
Yeah, got it.
Wars.
Yes, got it.
I catch the mayor when you're thinking sometimes.
Yes.
I do not do it on purpose.
Well, I
by
don't
the
think
way.
very much, so.
All right, Dan S., veteran of the show, amazing human. Absolutely love Dan S. And full. Look at that side beard. Look at that profile.
Yeah.
Look at that density, the shape. Oh, dude, killing it.
You're a big beard guy. I'm sorry.
But let's go back here. All right,
right.
let's see. He said, I don't know if the long beard is for me. Maybe it's my face shape. Any suggestions? Mayor, thoughts, feedback, people in the chat. Do you think he should try going shorter? YOLO, give it a shot. Rock what he's going with. Keep going bigger. Maybe you have a style advice for him. Mayor, what do you got?
You know, Dan, I think you have a really a fantastic, like, just full grown great beard. Your underbeard area is growing amazingly. My suggestion is stay with this. I think sometimes your mustache is thinner. It's what, and I think that in your head, you're that's what you're dealing with, is you're kind of fighting that. I don't like the offset of the thinner mustache with the just a huge beard. I think it's just time with that, bringing that I don't want to see you come back to a smaller beard because the dudes in the chat like are going crazy because you can do this. Look how thicker than a
Snicker.
Yeah, you have talent in that area. I don't know. I think you would regret coming back to a shorter beard style. It's just you're a huge grower. Just that line, your sideburn, all that shape is fantastic. You could play around a little bit with the shape of the bottom of this if you wanted to, but that would be about all I would do.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to touch on this. I don't think Dan would mind. Okay, so he just commented, and so I know I can touch on this. So Donald said, is Dan S. is the same that had his father on previously? And then down here he says, where'd it go? Donald, yes, I am the proud son. Tragically, Dan did lose his father in the recent past. I've talked to him anytime he's needed to, anytime he's needed somebody. I've been there for him and consider him a great friend of mine. And he is very proud. We've talked about it, and his mindset is, let's celebrate my dad. Let's go through all the joys of it. His dad loved the show. They would watch it together until literally his very last kind of moments. So it is that Dan truly will live on in this show forever. It was one of the coolest moments we've ever had. We had a son and a father send in. If you remember Dan Sr., he had not only the beard trim, but he had the head hair that was taken down, and we put those side by sides. One of the greatest transformations we've ever had on this show. And we said it back during that. I'm not just saying that now. We said it when we saw that transformation. I actually posted it on my Instagram that I was so proud that we were a part of that. It's amazing person, amazing family. And we have, Dan, nothing but love and support here, man. We got you no matter what. But as the mayor said, man, everybody's going crazy in the chat. I agree with the OGE here. No wrong answer here.
Oh, okay.
I think that you have an epic, legendary big beard? I do. Do you have the density and thickness that most of us in this chat right now would like absolutely give lots for?
Spend a lot of money and time.
A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of thought for. Yes. Do I think you could pull off a mayor style beard? Heck to the yes. One of the best. Considerations, right? We do know that the mustache is thinner than the rest of your beard. Maybe you consider the accelerator. I see Alley Cat said, reach out to us. I want to do something to honor your dad. I know he would be happy to throw in a bottle of accelerator just to try on the mustache so you can update us on the show. If the beard is shorter, will that draw more attention to a thinner mustache or less attention, right? If the beard's longer, does that take away attention from the mustache?
It's all in the shape, and you do have a dark beard, so it could.
Yeah. So I don't know the right answer on that one,
I think go slowly. Maybe try the accelerator. Like if we're hitting on the mustache thing as being the thing, there's some time's gonna be huge, but there's we have some tools in our tool belt now that we can dabble with.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a side road here. I'm going to agree with Nick again. He says that there's no division between the head hair and the beard, that sideburns in your beard. Maybe try clean it up. That was my video topic on Sunday. I would love, Nick, I would love to see you do a fade right here, whether it's down to a bald, whether it's down to a one with a good barber. I do believe a good fade, a real good fade requires a barber.
And then re-look at it and re-advise.
I think that might be the right answer.
Yeah, I like that.
I think Nick's right. Maybe adjust the head hair transition first and then say, yep, because I changed when I got my barber fade. I did. My perspective changed. And I think that would be the next step and something to be able to take on from there. So yeah, man, it is an awesome beard. You have a playground. You have a canvas to work with, and there really is no wrong way that you can go. So truly, truly no wrong way there. And thank you guys for all the love and support in the chat. That's what we do here. We joke around, right? Vado's got some classic lines, some jokes, but when it comes down to it, our meat and potatoes is we are here for each other. And if people don't see that or want to see that, that's up to them. But we're lucky to have you guys. We're lucky to be a part of this. Man, it is absolutely special. True North, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And there's people that can relate, right? There's people that 100% know what you're going through and can be there for you. True North is on Instagram. I know that they would welcome that conversation if you guys ever had one. Hey, Beard Octane, absolutely. Oh, he said most of the time I have a bald fade. Perfect there. But great catch on that, Nick. Dan, please keep us posted.
Yep.
We will be waiting to hear what you do, man. We will be absolutely waiting to hear what you do. Can you put up the slide with the questions? I have a question. Yeah, hit us, Nicholas. I think this is actually a wrap here,
All right.
but we do have 5 minutes or so on our regularly scheduled program. So if you have something, go ahead and, Nicholas, drop a question, or if anybody else does, we'd be happy to oblige and help you out there.
As you guys are typing in questions, do a little plug for Sunday. We're going to do summer style tips this week. Talk about just like little things you can do, little rules, to kind of bring your fit, your look, your style to in line with the fashion and what people are wearing and doing. Some of it's crazy though. Like I was watching. I do a lot of research on YouTube actually, and these guys are doing like the crop shirts, like short stuff. Like that's a different world for me. I'm like, no, that's not gonna be a thing. No, I'm with you. I'm like, what though?
No.
Why is this a thing?
I will say, summer fashion shift is a big deal because there are a lot of guys that are insecure with their build and their body. Mm-hmm. And when you switch from hoodie weather to summer weather, there is a mindset shift that has to happen. I would love for you to touch on that. How do you go from hoodie weather to t-shirt
and still be confident?
Which to me is more important than anything you wear. Confidence is your most important accessory. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was nice. So yes. Okay. Meat is the community and potatoes is the beards. I like that. Are you going to do a video on what makes a beard? I am, Michael. I've actually talked about it for several weeks now. So yes, I am. It's just a timing thing, guys. And when is the right time? When I feel it. I plan my videos before every week. I can't show you guys because people like to somewhat steal my videos, but I gotta show the mayor here. I've got some crazy trips coming up, a couple that are back to back. So here in my next few weeks, so I got those three, and then I got all the other ones ready to go. So
wow.
I have planned out getting to a couple months out because
June's
I got a lot
gonna be
of
crazy,
stuff.
man.
June's gonna be crazy, absolutely
nonstop.
Like the school year ends, right? I'm retiring, and I gotta find a way because it is an official retirement. I am retiring from teaching. But it's strange when people congratulate me on retirement because I think they have the mindset that I'm just now going to be like cashing it in and sitting. June will be the busiest month of my life to date. Hands down the busiest month of my life to date.
Might be mine too.
Yeah, I think so. So yes. Please don't wear a jumper, okay? What about a romper? Could we rock a romper? They do have men's rompers. Oh yeah.
I was a fan of the girls in the overalls back in the day.
Yeah,
that was but that wasn't even your time. That was before your time.
Oh no, girls would rock like corduroy overalls. Okay. That was the thing. All right, you got this one, man.
All right, it says last one. When using a heated brush after the implementation of products, some products shouldn't be applied before heated brush use. Great show night. Yeah, you wouldn't put a butter in before you would put an oil in before 5 minutes or so. Let it sit. You would not put a butter because you would cook it with that heated brush for sure, and you would smell that.
You can. Some people do. Okay. It's a preference thing, but I do not recommend it because of that cooking aspect.
You're going to clean your brush way more. It's kind of gross.
You're going to gook it up and destroy the brush, so you
kind of waste the butter.
I don't see it. I don't get the reason why. Is it going to hurt your beard? No, but I'm with the mayor on there entirely. When you're dealing with your affiliate, how helpful is that experience for future growth? Your thoughts? Is it future growth with that company?
I think he's just learning. Maybe I'm taking it as your general business sense has grown at working with affiliates.
Okay, when you're dealing with your affiliate, how helpful is that experience for future growth? Nicholas, if you could clarify, what do you mean by future growth? Because I don't want to speak about a topic you're not asking about. So Nicholas, please clarify, and we will get to your question. When I deal with an affiliate, is it the growth of the company? Is it the growth of myself? Is it the growth of the relationship? If you could clarify there, I would appreciate that. Dan and Mer, you two are so much more than advice or a face on the screen. Hey, thank you, Ray.
Man.
Truly right back at you, man. You know how much we appreciate you.
He said something last night on Healthy Beard. It was like fire. Like
dropping bombs.
It got me going. I can't remember what it was, but I remember going.
When I ask for quotes, I always know Ray's going to give me about 2 or 3 that like just hit. And some people, I'll give them all the credit, they try, but it just doesn't. There's some people that know how to get to my soul, and you're kind of experiencing it. So here's an example. I've always recommended NF because I like connect with his lyrics like deeply, and the mayor never understood it, never got it, never knew why. And then he was like, this last week, he was like, dude, I get it. I get it. And it's so true. People don't understand why I like Drake because his mindset is literally my mindset. If you sit with a Drake album and it doesn't like resonate with you, it's because your mind doesn't work in this way.
Not coming from the same place.
Yeah, and that's okay. That is truly okay. So yeah, just keep in mind. All right, see you, Chris. Thank you, man. Dan and Mare are gonna like what they see when they meet me. I rock basketball shorts with my socks on.
Yeah, we're gonna like you no matter what.
Yeah, I rock basketball shorts with socks on. What you talking about? Not long socks. But
bearded style is like choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
We put stuff out there,
but not a crop top.
No,
not a crop top.
What about sweater vests? Those are coming back.
I'm cool with sweater vests. Yeah. Better than a crop top. I highlighted it, but I forgot to ask it. TK wanted to know how much are you paying for a cut or a haircut? I still have never paid for one. I will be honest. I traded influence and content for my last cut. I will. I'm assuming. Mayor, what do you pay?
I think the rate on the wall is like 18, and I'll go 25
for your tip. With that, that's clean. I've heard a lot of people that do actually. My good buddy Bill, who goes to the barbershop I want to work with in Flint, he goes every Friday. Every Friday, it's his ritual. He gives them a 20 spot. I think it's a 15, and then he gives a $5 tip there. So makes sense. When will you let us know why I left teaching channel name? That's the name of it, Mark. If you want a link, send me a message. It's called Why I Left Teaching. So yep, I actually have right outside the studio not a green screen, but a backdrop. Can be a green screen that I'm going to put up across the top there, and then it's going to drop behind me when I need it. So I'm excited. Okay. And still waiting for Nicholas to give his clarification because I want to make sure we get that one. All right. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, the channel's name is Why I Left Teaching. Dan, have you heard of KB? Also good? I don't think so. Vado, send me an email and... send me a link or something where I can look that up. Now, hey, I'm going to break it down for you guys. I made my Monday show today. One of my this or that has to do with that question that you just asked right there. So, yes. I paid $39, not $40. That's a very random one. Okay. Dan, for all involved to take advice. Okay. So let me go back to your question here so I can highlight it properly since you asked me. Okay. When dealing with your affiliate, how helpful is the experience for future growth of your thoughts? It's everything. If there is not future growth on both sides, they are no longer an affiliate. For example, last 2 weeks, I dropped an affiliate. Why? Because I reached out in January and said, hey, I love you guys. I love your products, but I don't feel like I'm a part of the team. I do not want to just collect paychecks. I don't want to get just little passive money. I want to help you. I want you to help me with my experiences, my learning, my perspective. I want everybody to grow from this. And if I'm not a part of that, it's truly no hard feelings. But if I'm not helping you, I don't want you just breaking off a check to me. That's not good to me, right? For example, on Monday, Weatherbeard is on Command's Corner. I literally helped Weatherbeard reformulate their butter with the exact ratios and ingredients and help them. Artiest Man is an affiliate. I didn't like their oil. We created an entire blend where I made all of the carriers, all of the scents, the artwork, all of that. Beard Octane. We had a weekend out in Connecticut. If you did not leave that weekend with Beard Octane feeling like you grew, feeling like you're inspired and ready to run through a wall, something's wrong with you, right? That's an affiliate. That's a relationship. So how is it? It's everything. If it's not
mutually beneficial,
100%.
I see that too.
And it's far more. Everyone always wants to associate money and making money is the devil and the end of America as we know it. That's just wrong, right? That's a byproduct of passion and hard work meeting together. If you do what you love and you're good at it, you're going to make money. And I hope you all can do that. Genuinely, I hope you all can do that. I think the world's a better place if you go to work and you're happy to do so. It's just better that way. So it's everything. If it's not, they will no longer be an affiliate with me. hopefully both ways, right? I've never had an affiliate where I drop and they come begging and screaming. It's kind of like, yeah, this isn't quite working, is it? No? All right. We kind of keep it moving. You've never seen me post and bash, right? When I leave an affiliate, I never even tell people. I just move on. It's just how stuff works sometimes, So yeah, great question. Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, so let's see if we got any other last ones here real quick. All right. Oh, yeah. Monday is Command's Corner with them. Yes. Mayor, are you a coffee drinker?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Love it.
I got the same hair dryer you have. I find it too powerful even at a full arms extension. Interesting. Do you have it on the lowest? Because there's 3 speed settings. Do you have it on the lowest one? Because I actually use it on the medium setting. I don't even use it on the lowest one. So interesting. All right. When I take my son, breathing so heavy, man.
I don't know.
Try and kick us out of here. Usually once a month, I pay $100 including tip. Cut a loan. Dang.
I know. That's what I did see that, and I was like, I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah. Does an affiliate mean you work with someone? Yeah, it does. You're affiliated with them. So I would hope that everybody is together on that.
Your
one.
name is you're intertwined.
Yeah, you're affiliated. $45 cut, $20 to $30 tip. Not quite as much as Smelly.
You guys are nice.
Wow.
I guess if I found a regular person, like a real relationship, maybe I kick him in good, but I still don't know. That's not teacher money.
That would be hard for me to stomach. Hard. Yeah, that one's okay. All right. Sounded like the best pitch I've heard to consume your content. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right. If you're truly in it to win it, team up with the commands. Thank you, NB. Appreciate that as well. All right. Hey, I paid over $300 for my new babyless clippers and trimmers, and I use them every week. Oh, that's a great investment. And Vado, we know do you do your own head hair, Vado? If you do, that's ridiculous because your head hair is on point. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, sir. All right, Mayor. Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, Beyond Bearded. Friday, I got a review dropping. Sunday, got a video dropping. Monday, we got a Weatherbeard possible collab. Not possible, that's an exaggeration. We do have a collab dropping on Monday with Weatherbeard. Summer vibes on that one. Super excited, you guys. Final question here. My beard is weak on the sides and jaw. Should I let it grow? Yes. On the sides is okay, but the jaw is not filled and looks like a Wolverine beard. Send in. Send into this show would be the best way to not give you a general advice. Mayor, how would XEC get on the show next week?
Give us a little highlight summary email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com and make sure you include that front picture and a side view at least of what you're talking about, and we'll get to it within the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Ellie's not a fan of the salon. Her hair is a beast that's more difficult to tame than think. Okay, makes sense. That's cool, Ellie. I love that. She donates it. You've done your hair since high school. Man, props to you, Vado, because when you sent it in and that boy was just immaculate, that is awesome, man. Big ups to you. Really, really cool. And yeah. We love seeing Nick back in the building, man. So cool. Appreciate Nick being here. Special shout out to all the members out there supporting what we do here. We love giving you guys all this content, all this just a platform to meet, man. This show would not be what it is without you guys, and it means a lot that you guys keep coming back here. So thank you guys. Other than that, man, we had an on-point night with advice, the jerky, the vibes, the pop, everything. Love you guys. Reach out to either of us anytime. As the mayor likes to say about Instagram and YouTube,
we work on YouTube, but we live on Instagram. So you want to get to know us in a different way? Jump over there at Mayor's Beard Journey at Dancy Bearded.
Absolutely. We are both really good at getting back to you guys. So reach out, guys. Have an awesome week. We have 7 more teaching days left. Woohoo! See you guys.